half of employees are still looking to leave. Now, this is not really new. Let me put it this way. This is not news in that it's brand new. It is a new study that is validating what has been a pretty consistent rate of people who are looking to leave. Now, before I dive into this, I want to remind you, those of you that are in a management or leadership position, that when people leave companies, I got news for you, they're leaving leaders. And some of you go, Ken, that's unfair. No, it isn't. It's the truth. Now you say, well, I didn't do anything that was untoward. I didn't do anything unethical. I didn't do I'll acknowledge that, because just because they left you doesn't mean you did something to them that is negative. You may have not have done something for them that was actually positive. There we go. That's a tough pill to swallow, but it's a fact. So I just want to throw that out too, because I know I've got people that are in leadership positions that listen and watch this show, and this is not a leadership-focused show. However, there's a lot that leaders can learn from this content. So here we go. Gallup, I've already talked about and did a basic overview of their 2023 State of the Global Workplace report that recently was released. But this is an actual article from Gallup where they're doing a little deep dive. And when you look at this data, half of American employees are looking to leave. We got to dive into this because this is you folks. 53% say now is a good time to find a job. Why is that? Because let's be honest, folks, you all are paying attention to the news. Look at job postings. I dare you. Job postings are as full as they've ever been in this country because the data doesn't lie. We have about a job and a half available for every person who is categorized as unemployed. Now, categorized is the key word here. There are a lot of people that are unemployed that aren't even in the unemployment system. They're just like, I'm out. I'm done. They're living off of somebody else. They're retired. It could be stay-at-home dads, stay-at-home moms. There's a big bucket of people there that aren't in the unemployment numbers. But the bottom line is we have this huge gap between jobs available and people unemployed. And I'm all for low unemployment. But right now, it is still a favorable time to leave. Now, we are not seeing the great resignation numbers where there were over 4 million people a month leaving. That has slowed down. But still, a lot of people kicking the tires, thinking about it. Understand what we're talking about? Thinking about it. 51% of currently employed workers say they are watching for or actively seeking a new job. Now, these are people who are gainfully employed. They may actually like their job. They don't love it. They may be thinking, I want to improve my life. I'm still looking to punch my ticket for more money, better benefits, the whole 9 yards. So why is this happening? Why are you dealing with a wandering eye? Let's talk about that. Is it bad for you to be gainfully employed and have a wandering eye? It's not bad. The question is, how much is the eye wandering and why is the wandering happening? Some ladies just tuned into the show and they're like, what's Ken talking about today? No, it's not what you think. We're talking about jobs, career path. Well, we got wandering eyes. I got a wandering eye for classic cars. You ought to see me, man. I see a classic car when I'm driving. My wife's like, would you stop? You've already got one classic car in the garage. Okay. Why are we wandering? Here's why. Because I think you need to understand this. There are a few reasons why we all have wandering eyes, and the rate at which we are wandering is directly related to these reasons. Now, understand, it's natural to have a bit of a wandering eye because we are creatures of opportunity. We got options. That's good to have a wandering eye. Every employee should have some sense of what's out there. But if we are wandering too much, here's a few reasons. Number one, you don't see big purpose, big picture in your current role. If you're honest with yourself, you go, I don't see myself here long term. The other reason is you don't have a values connection with the organization. In other words, you just don't feel like you fit. It's not a good fit. And then third, you don't feel valued by your organization. Now, they may be nice to you. There may not be abuse going on, but you don't feel valued. That's why people are looking. And eventually, they leave.